Hi guys, Lexi Wolf here, hope you are well. So I would say I hope you're having a great day, but there is a possibility that, especially if you've clicked on this right now, you might be having a bad day, or you have had a bad day in recent memory and maybe you're still reeling from that. Totally get it. And yeah, that's what this post is essentially about. Being a powerful manifester and being conscious of what you are drawing into your life can get confusing when you still have bad days. Now, first and foremost, let's put it into context. Everybody has bad days. You know, Donald Trump has bad days type of thing. You know, Will Smith, I'm sure, has bad days. Tom Cruise has bad days. Helena Bonham Carter has bad days. I'm just using random examples of whoever. That's the first thing to underline. It's all about how you react to it, your attitude, and your behavior around that particular time when the bad day happens. So the first thing that I would say, absolutely, and I know I've said this in other videos before, but it's one of the most powerful things you can consistently do, is to just go back to your affirmations. If you feel really bad in the moment, for goodness sake, even if you're just whispering it to yourself, or if you just take 5 minutes to just go look in the mirror in a public bathroom, whatever, and other people think you're crazy, but who cares? You just whisper to yourself, because you know the truth, and you're like, I am powerful, I am amazing, I am talented, I am worthy of love, I am happy, I am capable of great things, whatever it is for you. Go back to them and do them, because that can instantly change your reaction. It changes your vibration, because all of a sudden you're grateful that you still are capable. Secondly, you've also got to understand that you have to let go of a little bit of control. I think as humans, there's a certain egotistical thing that comes in, wherein we almost want to be completely responsible for absolutely everything that happens in our life. Nobody is that, though. We kind of make out like we are, but we're not. The universe is doing so many things, and sometimes a couple of things collide, and that's just life. And especially if, like I was on my particular bad day, if you know you've been doing the right things, you know you've been striving, and you know you're working towards your goal, yet you still have a bad day, it's really not your fault. These things just happen sometimes. And I think taking the ego out of it, taking the responsibility away from you a little bit, can really help. Obviously, if you've started a fight with somebody that you know you really shouldn't have started, or you've done something on the spur of the moment that you wish you hadn't, then maybe you need to accept some responsibility for that. But again, that in itself can be freeing, because you're like, okay, I did this thing, I messed up, to hell with it, okay, I'll apologize, or I'm gonna fix this. However, you know, again, those things happen. What is your responsibility? Take and do something with it. What is not your responsibility? Go, okay, there you are. Something else that you should do is to never bury your head in the sand. Don't run away from the problem. In as much as I don't want you to sort of sit there and try and figure out how to solve everything in 1 minute. Oh, this is all terrifying and overwhelming. That's obviously not the right thing to do, because that puts you in a terrible vibration. At the same time, I had a friend recently who things just got a bit much for her, and she kind of shot herself in the foot because she just ran away from it all. And it's tempting to do, but guess what? When you come out of hiding, that problem that you ran away from in the moment is still going to be there. So don't do that, you know? It doesn't serve you to run away. Remember, you're a bold individual. You have big dreams, and you can tackle absolutely anything head on. I believe in you. Also, don't let it rock your journey overall. I mean, like, you're on this path, you're very specifically and intentionally on this path, and you're still going to be on that path in the morning. It's a bit like if you let one day, let's say you've had a month, and you've had mostly good days, maybe you've had some okay days, or maybe you've had more okay days and some good days, and one bad day happens. Does that one bad day mean that it was an entirely terrible month? No, not at all. And you've got to put that into its context. You've got to realize that your achievements, everything you've done so far, all the work you have already done, everything you've already lined up, it's all in your favor. It's all working for you. One bad day doesn't take it all away. It really doesn't. I don't care what happened, because you are still gearing yourself up and you're still going in the right direction. What happens if you take a wrong turn down a path? You turn around, you get back to the original path, and you keep on going. That is literally the most important thing to do. Put it in context. Make sure that you are not making mountains out of molehills. We've all done that sometimes, haven't we? Especially when you've had one or two things that go wrong and you're like, oh God. And yeah, it's still your journey. It's still working for you. You know it's still working for you. I know I'm preaching to the converted here, but don't let it overtake you. I saw a meme or something recently where it said, would you cry about losing... No, what was it? I want to get it right. No, would you give away $1 million in order to get back 72,000? Now, of course you wouldn't, but that's sometimes what we do. If we have a few minutes or an hour or so out of our day where things get a bit much for us or something horrid happens, and you let that become the pattern for your day, you're literally giving over your good vibration into this bad vibration. And it's like ransoming the rest of your time. Remember, as Bob Proctor says, time is your only non-renewable resource in your life. We don't get this back. So you've got to be on it. You kind of got to guard yourself in many ways. You've got to guard yourselves against the negative emotions. And it's difficult. It really is. I know, because I had a situational depression at one point. I know how difficult it can be. It really can be horrid. But that's not you anymore. You're somebody who is positive and who knows how to do this, and who I have faith in. I'm talking to you. What was my other point? Give me a moment. I've got them all written down, so I'll make sure I don't forget any. Oh yes, really quite important. Before bedtime, this is what I did on my bad day. So it was the end of the day, and I was grateful. I think I've said in another video, always come back to what you're grateful for. I was grateful that the day was ending and that I could sleep and I could relax and I could literally almost take the day off like a cloak or something. Just let it fall to the floor, and I don't need to wear it anymore because it's soon not going to be today anymore. And getting yourself in the vortex, if you're doing a visualization or a meditation or anything that relaxes you and gets you into the vortex before bed, really helps you to wake up in the vortex and be in a high vibration already. And the last thing is to keep demanding excellence of yourself. Maybe you've messed up on this one occasion, or maybe it feels like all your hard work has gone somewhat partially, maybe all of it down the drain. I know that's how it feels, but keep demanding excellence of yourself, because it all comes back to us not knowing how. You don't know how that one bad day might actually manifest in some strange way, something completely good for you ages down the line. You don't know how the universe is doing it, but trust that the universe always has your back 100% of the time. But you've got to keep making sure that you are giving it all the correct signals. Think of the universe as like a like a man, your solid boyfriend type of thing. You play mind games with him, he doesn't know what to do. You tell him what you want and he goes, okay, all right, we can do that, and he does it for you if it's in his power. And let's face it, the universe would be a pretty powerful boyfriend. So I hope this has helped. I hope that your day is a nice one today, whether you're having a bad day or not. take 5 or 10. You're doing absolutely the right thing in sort of breathing through stuff and looking for how to deal with both the ebb and the flow of days like that if you're watching videos like this. And just keep on keeping on. I've got faith in you. There are other people who have faith in you too, but most importantly, you need to have faith in you. The universe has 100%, I mean, times that by 1,000,000 or something, and that's how much faith the universe has in you. I hope you do have a really good day. If it's a bad day, that's cool. Shrug it off. I personally watch some Wind in the Willows and have a hot chocolate before bed. Something like that. Something to keep you happy. Seriously, be nice to yourself sometimes as well. Especially if it's an unexpected bad day and you haven't had one in ages. It's just today. You're going to get through everything that comes your way. Both the good and the bad. And it's going to be more good than bad. But you got to keep focused on that. Have faith. Take care, and I love you guys. Bye.